Welcome to Invite Sent. We are a live streaming show where we interview people and play video games.
Jason, get it in there.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, God.
Got him. Got, son. Still there. Got him.
Excited for that. Ooh, just got in front of you. So I think that.
Got him.
Let's just get that.
He's upset. He's uninstalling the game.
Oh, watch it. Turn.
You should have seen I jumped right into it.
Oh, boy.
Oh, they're
Okay,
here. They're here. Hiya. How do I shoot them? Oh, I have a gun, don't I?
No, you don't want to. I would never probably shoot right now in their seat because your job is to heal us.
Okay. I like to jump right into the gameplay and start asking questions because there's plenty of interviews out there that are just two faces side by side talking about something. But let's not do that. Let's ask you hard questions while you're trying to play a video game on live stream.
I don't think I can talk and clean. It's very complicated.
What is your earliest memory of playing video games?
I do remember playing Pong on, it's probably like the Intellivision.
What was your go-to game then, girl?
A lot of people probably don't know what this is, but it's Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
We had our event last year. I don't even think we were really using the term metaverse. We were just saying we're going to be in Decentraland. Or maybe we did use the term metaverse, but like it wasn't popular. Just like blockchain and crypto didn't really become popular, mainstream popular, until NBA Top Shot created those moments. And then NFT became popular.
Man, I'm glad you're asking these questions.
One of my go-to games was probably NBA Street Volume 2.
Oh man, you just gotta pick like a seedless grape.
We are the best video game players in this video
on stream.
On this specific stream. Let me ask this: Why coach? Why coach esports?
I always was an avid gamer. You know, I fell in love with gaming. Life happened.
Yeah.
Got out of gaming for a while, then went back in because of some of my students. You know, I just saw all the career and college pathways, man. And I was like, I don't think nobody else is looking at it the way I'm looking at this thing.
Helps us quite a bit.
I fell off. I fell. I'm sorry.
Oh,
that's
that's
dumb.
okay.
That's first of
That
all,
happens.
that's dumb that they have a place to. My kill cam is me? Dadgummit. Yeah, that happens in pro Overwatch. Your kill cam is yourself. Oh, I fell off the freaking thing again.
Here we go.
Oh, I don't even know how to do that. I don't know. Okay. Oh no, did you die? Oh my god. Oh gosh.
Get your school into the high school esports league community. It's complete.
I think those conversations are important to normalize that it's not okay, because as long as you keep saying like this is not okay, then tell me what is okay. And then having those strong females within the gaming space is also definitely a move in the right direction.
I feel like my games were a little easier earlier when I had my lobbies. Pretty sure.
Well, those were bot lobbies. So.
Those were bot lobbies.
They didn't think they could be here. They thought it was just a boys' game, or, you know, they weren't comfortable. They didn't want to compete. You know, that really highlighted the fact that we've got to make it more inclusive for girls. We have to make welcoming, open environments. We have to give them champions and examples of mentors that they can see and that they can be. And despite whatever culture or society says, they absolutely are a part of this world, and they can absolutely make a difference in science, technology, engineering, mathematics, art.
So this was a Kickstarter project, correct?
Yeah, so, you know, I scraped money together on my own when we went up to Kickstarter.
At what point would we say they move from club to designated under the school's banner?
Obviously, it's going to come from support staff. Having a director of a program and then having per game coaches, I think, is a great way to help with that.
You know, the parent interaction is a big part of it, you know, especially for somebody who's in this industry and, you know, fought to try and be here. What I see is, you know, what I strive for is to show parents that gaming is a legitimate way to create a career for yourself, right? And these tournaments do that.
Is when it comes to character creators, the disabled community is not really represented in the game itself. That was something that we wanted to attack on our way in. So one of the first things we ever built was this character creator. We call them enhancements. So the wheelchairs, you've got different prosthetic,
different eye colors as well.
Heterochromia, different color eyes is heterochromia, which is like super common.
Oh, on this one, you shoot his legs out and then he like falls over and okay, he disappeared for some reason. Okay.
It's one of my favorite things about Apex is I can do absolutely nothing in this period right here.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, look at this, I'm flying. This reminds me of Kingdom Hearts, which have you ever played Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah. My 9-year-old big fan.
So I won victory. Dad dab. Yes. I'm over here hitting R like I'm reloading my gun accidentally for some reason. I have no idea. Or C to crouch and...
I said, so, hey, have you heard about esports and how it's benefiting schools and how it's doing all this for students? And they said, I've heard some of it. Well, did you know that it's happening right now and it's something that you guys can jump on board with?
So I was a sergeant. I was an E5. Seeing the work that we were doing with the kids and seeing like, hey, this is something that we can really build and make a positive influence on the kids that we're working with.
Particularly, Bubba, here's my big thing, particularly people who look like me.
Yeah.
In the educational technology space and in the esports space, because I said that it's being underserved. I need for directors, I need for teachers, I need for students, I need for anybody to, when I'm talking to them, they say, oh, whoa. And they may not say it, but I know sometimes they're thinking it, well, there's this African American, there's this black man in this space talking esports, talking educational technology. We may have not seen that before, and that's important.
Like as you said earlier, you mentioned like a parent asking about esports challenges for their kid. I think that's like wonderful. Like how many parents back in the day actually had interest in gaming when it's not like, academically viable.
And so I reached out to Mike and Christy. Their contact information was on there. I found them through High School Esports League, which was our league, coincidentally. Christy answered my email and she was like, you've got some technical questions. I'm gonna loop Mike in on this.
Of course.
It was just the best meeting I've ever had.
Hey, I know you're already going to be here for the tennis tournament. You got to come by, dude. Take 15 minutes out of the tennis tournament, come inside, get a breath of the air-conditioned air, and just come see what my kids are doing. And that's all it took. They just had to see it with their own eyes. Oh, these are the kids that are playing in esports. It was the kids who ate lunch by themselves, the kids with no friends, the kids, we were worried about them dropping out of school, but hey, you know what? They came to school on Friday because they wanted to play Super Smash Brothers in the library.
My name's Kyle Mullins. I'm the youth pastor and work with 6th through 12th graders. It's probably where we started spending the most time together is when we went to China and put on a soccer camp. And then got into streaming a couple months ago between my fumbling through the world and gaming all of my life, but now fumbling into streaming and stuff.
One thing that's really important to me is the kids learn to be positive influence, to not be toxic. I've seen kids get really mean and be bullies.
If the industry truly wants to actually serve these communities, and it's going to come from the publisher down, we're going to have to provide support behind titles that can be played on the platform that these communities can actually have access to. It comes from the publisher down, it's just the empathy comes from the businesses and the consumers down.
You know what? Let me in front of you. Let me be your shield, and that way you don't die as quick.
In addition, I think one of the more exciting things I got to do is I got to be one of the official co-streamers for the Overwatch League opening day this past season.
Well, my background's actually in acting. I went to school for musical theater back in the day. I don't think I can talk and clean. It's very complicated.
All good things sometimes must come to an end. I'm actually leaving the world of education.
What?
Yep, big reveal. 6 days. I'm actually in conversations right now about my next steps.
This was announced officially here in the public on the show. Were you a CIA agent? I just have to ask you.
I was not. I did work in the Bureau of Intelligence and Research.
Yeah. Oh crap! Oh crap!
Oh no! Well, it looks like.
I should have stayed so close to the edge.
ESA is the voice and advocate for the video game industry in the United States.
And we're really lucky in that we get to stay really mission driven and stay focused on the impact that this is having on students and schools. We don't really need to get into the nitty gritty of the numbers, which is, I think the thing is like an educator you probably fear when you're leaving the classroom.
If you'd like to be on invite sent to be interviewed and play video games, please go to bubbagatter.com and request to be on the show. And I'll let you know if the invite is sent.
Oh my god.
Trade.
Yeah. Come on in, big guy. Come on. You won't.
How do you heal and how do you live? What?
He threw a black hole at us like Thanos. You can't. That's not a button. I don't have that button.
I don't have that button either. Yeah. Okay. Hello, Kyle. Hello and good morning, gamers. Wait. What am I thinking? You need this, don't you?
Hey yo, good morning, gamers. Good morning, gamers. Good morning, it's gaming week, gamers. Good morning, 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 gamers. Good gamers. Good morning, gamers. Good morning, gamers. Good morning, gamers.
Man, I haven't run that thing in a while. I haven't had Good Morning Gamers probably since before Christmas. I think that's accurate. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome to Good Morning Gamers. We are starting off the new year with our first show, episode 1, season 2 of Good Morning Gamers. We've got a lot to cover today. I'm so excited that you're here, and we're gonna check out some that Guam glow. I guess so. Yes, I was in Guam this Christmas. It was amazing. It was so much fun to be able to hang out with family and go all the way across the world and do Christmas on the beach. It was great, and I really enjoyed it. So thank you guys for being here. Kyle, I appreciate you, man, dropping in the stream. I need to figure out, you always say something good day, I think, right? When somebody drops in your stream, or like when I drop in or anybody drops in, I need to come up with some cool phrases about that. Yeah, anyways, we're gonna jump into what's going on with Good Morning Gamers and Invite Sent and other projects going on. Well, Good Morning Gamers, Invite Sent, and this Sunday will be fun because we're going to have some fun stuff going on. I saw, Kyle, I decided to do your style of what's happening each day, and so I made this tweet just a minute ago. It only took me like 15, 20 minutes to make this graphic. But today we're talking about internet safety. And tomorrow on Invite Sent, same time, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 Central, we will have Danielle Johnson. She is the TexSef Executive Director. That is the Texas Scholastic Esports Federation. She will be on tomorrow. We will play some Animal Crossing. I got it right here. Animal Crossing. Got it loaded up. I got to figure out how to get over to her island, and we're going to play some Animal Crossing, however you do that. Mostly we'll just chat. And then on Thursday, I'm going to have Mitch Reed, Alex Sellers, and a couple of their cybersecurity experts and digital citizenship experts on to talk about those things. Probably maybe 30 minutes to an hour. It'll be fun. And then on Friday, I'm going to play some Roblox. I don't really know what game in Roblox we'll be playing, but Michael, we will be on Roblox. And he is a pretty cool dude. He's got some experience in the tech and coding space and education space. This is gonna be fun. Saturday, I'm gonna go coach basketball, and I'm gonna go do other things. And I think, I don't know, what am I doing this Saturday? I know I scheduled something this Saturday. Gonna be coaching basketball. I don't know, maybe it's not this weekend. My niece is coming into town this week. It's gonna be great. And then on Sunday, because Last of Us on HBO Max is coming out at 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern, I am definitely going to watch it, and I have played it before, and I've got it right here. I check out stuff from the library because I'm cheap, and so I've got my little library. Hey, this is on hold for you. I put stuff on hold, and I check it out because I'm cheap. And Last of Us, the remastered version, I'm going to be playing that kind of walkthrough. No, not kind of. I'm going to be doing a casual playthrough on Sunday, late afternoon, 5 p.m. Central, 6 Eastern, and then at 8 my time, 9 Central or Eastern, we're going to do a reaction to me watching. I don't know. I don't even know if I'll stream me watching it or I'll just watch it. Or maybe if somebody want to watch it with me, do a watch party. We can watch Last of Us and we can talk about it as it goes. I have no idea. I've never done something like that, but it's going to be fun playing Last of Us. Last time I played Last of Us, which was like in 2017, which I think this version came out in 2014, 2017-18. I remember streaming as Yo Mr. Bubba on my old Twitch channel, which I still have the Twitch channel. It's just renamed under my real name. And I remember the first few minutes just crying because it was so sad. It was so sad. And I thought, I mean, gosh, how much more can I handle this game? But I played it for a little while, but I've actually like to play it some more, and we'll see how long I can get through in about 4 hours and have some fun. That is this week. That is just this week. But looking at everything we've been doing, I look back at season 2 of Invite Sent. You know, back around my birthday time, I played Fall Guys into the charity stream. And my first episode in season 2 was with Marcus Howard from I would say he's from multiple places, but he does a ton of stuff in the gaming and education and metaverse space. My second episode was with the illustrious James O'Hagan. Illustrious? He's superb. We'll go with that. We had James O'Hagan on the show, and we played some StarCraft, and he announced, I felt so honored that he announced his retirement of education that day on my show, and now he works for League Spot, which is an amazing organization in the scholastic esports space. And then we did some Fortnite on the PWR esports facility. It's really cool. It was basically the jump into metaverse. I had Carrie Robinson. She used to be with the Entertainment Software Association, and now she's doing some other really cool stuff in the tech and government space. We had Doug from CDW on the show. We played some Halo Infinite. It was a ton of fun. Chris Poirier from Columbus Got Game was on the show. He's also an employee at Generation Esports. And we had some fun playing some Fork and Knife. League of Legends with Ryan. He is a doctor, a medical doctor and such. And one of those words that are big. He and I played some League of Legends. I was on his show the week before. It was a ton of fun. That's just through August. And then the end of August, Hip Hop Gamer. Well, that was a ton of fun. I'd say that was a pretty fun experience to be on stream with Hip Hop Gamer, Gerard, and play some multiverses and really just get an education and everything. And in September, we played Portal 2 with Josh Kell. He was in his World of Warcraft cave. And that was just episode 8. Episode 9, we had Danny Martin. Some amazing leaders already from the education scholastic space for esports. Danny Martin with Exposure and many other projects was on the show. We played multiverses as well and got to talk about a lot of fun stuff, and him just, constantly educate me and teach me. I played some WoW Classic with the Lich King. Yeah, it was fun. It was I'm glad I'm not playing right now because I still be playing it. That and Fortnite, I'd really just be taking up way too much time. AJ came in. We played some League of Legends. We talked about collegiate esports. That was in October. Then November, we had Julie Mavro George. We played Knockout City. I really enjoy Knockout City, by the way. Then my last episode of last season for Invite, or last year for Invite Sent, was with Doodle Babe. Doodle Babe, got to know her through Kyle, and we played some Fall Guys, and we talked about a lot of really fun stuff, and especially spent some time also talking about mental health. It was great. Which got me into maybe that week. Actually, it was the 18th. It was after Thanksgiving. I started this show, Good Morning Gamers. Good Morning Gamers, and we talked about gaming addiction, and we talked about game quitters and Intenta. Kyle, I'm fully canceled. You fully canceled Wrath as well. Uladar took too long to come out. Might renew 1 month in Ice Crown drops and see. Yes, I'm surprised Ice Crown's not ready, and I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I'm glad I haven't missed it, I guess I should say. But yeah, wow. Huh. Can I get back into it? I don't know. Probably, most likely, most definitely. Then the idea of Good Morning Gamers kept going, and I started doing Scholastic Esports, and I went over my whole research deck with the Video Games and Esports Foundation, formerly known as the Varsity Esports Foundation. Then I jumped into ChatGPT and did some artificial intelligence discovery. That was a lot of fun. We had AI draw, I think it was the Terminator versus Long John Silver. It was pretty cool, and I wrote a story about it. I have been off and on ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT for a ton of stuff recently. And then we had, let's see, we also had a Good Morning Gamers with Brian Custer. We talked about mental health and trauma and everything else happening in the Scholastic space. He is Christy Custer's husband. I also went over the metaverse. This isn't in order very well because the way I posted these, but we had a whole metaverse thing, and then I lastly at the end of the year I did a Gamers and ADHD, and I had Kristen Kraft, Dr. Kristen Kraft, come on and talk. And the last one of the year, I forgot, I did a history of video games, episode 7, with Mike Russell, and we did history of video games. We spent way too long talking, got almost 2 hours. And then my last one was Wover Alpha. That was Good Morning Gamers Season 1, 8 episodes. And today we are in the Internet Safety episode, which we're going to go over here in just a moment. And then on Thursday, as I said, we're going to do digital citizenship and cybersecurity. I want to give you a quick glance at Season 2, 2023 for Invite Sent. Tomorrow, we'll be playing Animal Crossing, like I said, with Danielle Johnson. Roblox on the 13th. That is episode 14. Episode 15 is actually next week because it's not in order here. Episode 15 is with someone. I swear it's here. Episode 15. I don't remember. There it is, right there. So it's going to be way early in the morning. It's going to be it's going to be 7 a.m. It's going to be 7 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Central. Jackie and Cassie are going to play Apex Legends with me next Wednesday. Okay, that's going to be a lot of fun. Episode 16 is going to be with Obi-Wan Nikobi. We're going to play Fortnite next Friday on the 20th. That's not right. Yeah, that's right. Episode 17, Casey Weist with DNH. We're going to play some League of Legends in 2 Wednesdays from now. And I'm super pumped about that next Friday with Adam Reimer, who used to be the CEO of Optic Gaming and Envy Gaming, and now he does some really cool stuff. Episode 19, I just signed with Dr. Mike Russell and Dr. Christy Custer. We're going to play some Uno because they're boomers. Episode 20, we're going to play some Overwatch 2 with Donna Walters out there in California State Esports Collective, I believe it is. I'll get that right when I get on the show. Episode 21 is with MZ. She is a e-footballer in Northern Ireland. We're going to play some Valorant. We're going to have some fun. Episode 22 is with Wallace Santos of Main Gear, which I'm super pumped about. I would love to get a Main Gear. I'd love to get a Main Gear computer. If I had just 25K, I would get the one I want. But we're going to sit down with him. We're going to play. And we're going to play CSGO, which I've never, ever played. Episode 23. Episode 23 is with Dr. Sarah Hayes. She's with Take This. She's with Queer Women of Esports. I think she's also done stuff with Wiki. She's an amazing professional in our space, and as well as the mental health space. So we're having some fun talking to her and playing some Fortnite because she's a pretty good streamer and gamer in Fortnite. Episode 24 is with Zach Whitley. Going to be fun to talk about faith and play some League of Legends with him. Episode 25 is with She Is Boogie. Now, She Is Boogie. She won Coach of the Year from the Game Hers, and I got connected with her through GameHers, and we are going to play some Apex Legends. I don't think I have a 26 or 27 scheduled just yet. I have a 28 and 29, which 28 is Josh Otero. We're going to play some Double Dragon. I found a way to play Double Dragon on an emulator of sorts. So we're going to play that again. It's an emulator that has multiplayer. And I've actually got to figure out where the heck it was now. But I found it because he has a Mac. And playing stuff with people on Mac is not easy. Except for this company I talked to yesterday, which I think we'll have some more information about that someday, coming up soon. Episode 29 is with Karen Kiona Smith. We're going to play some Smash Bros. And we're going to have some fun. That's in March. And we're rounding out who we have scheduled so far because in March 24th, we have Miles Harvey. Now, that's what's scheduled. I have also, chosen one, Sebastian Burton. He is going to play some multiverses with me. That's episode 26. I apologize. We're going to play then. It's going to be a lot of fun. But I've got a few episodes where I have people set up, but it's not confirmed and everything else. Some really fun people also coming up on the streams. Good morning, gamers. I kind of just throw these in when I want to talk about stuff and cover some things. And then the live stream there, this coming up Sunday. But this is a big one right here. Here is a big one. On February 10th, I got early access to Hogwarts Legacy. And I'm going to be live streaming Hogwarts Legacy early access from Steam on my PC to the world to play some Hogwarts Legacy. I'm super duper pumped. That is in 30 days from today. Hogwarts Legacy. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super stoked and excited. All right. Thank you for listening in these past 20 minutes as I went over what we've been doing and where we're going for 2023, the first few months. And there's a few things left out because we haven't announced them yet, but it's really, really exciting stuff. Another exciting thing that happened in 2023, starting in 2023, is the name change, the IRS change, the address change for Varsity Esports Foundation. So in 2019, I went to TwitchCon with for the foundation to represent the Varsity Esports Foundation, and I met Mark Garvey Candela and Kevin Hong. They were at that time both with Twitch Student, and we sat down with Steve Jaws from LeagueSpot, and we had a lot of fun talking. And I know that night, those 2 nights, Steve Jaws from LeagueSpot and I sat and talked for too many hours in the lobby of our hotel to really hash out the mission and the vision statement for the foundation. And that day with Mark Garvey Candela and Kevin Hong, the word varsity, when we just threw that name on there back in 2018, when Mason and I were coming up with this idea for the foundation, we just threw Varsity Esports Foundation on there because it's scholastic. And Kevin and Garvey's request was, or suggestion was, that varsity can be a little too exclusive. Well, especially when it came to the schools where I'm a varsity student, or I'm a JV. I'm on JV, or I'm a freshman. Maybe varsity isn't where I'm at, and I feel left out. Or varsity being in that sense of scholastic. So, yes, it works for schools, but we've really, as the foundation, expanded beyond just the scholastic space. We spent a ton of time still there, and over the last few years, we've given out over $500,000 in scholarships to hundreds of kids and hundreds of schools all across North America, and it's really, really fun. And I've got data to back it up. If you guys want to see, I really can't show private information, but if you would love to have a call with me and you want to see verification that we do actually send esport pricing out, I'm happy to have a call with you and show you and maybe sign something so you don't use it. We're transparent. We're platinum rated seal on GuideStar. We put our stuff out. We want people to know. But Video Games and Esports Foundation, really, yeah, it's a mouthful. but I wanted to expand a little bit more of what we do and keep us from just being pigeonholed in Scholastic Esports. But really nothing has changed other than our name and our logo and our address. So we now have an address over in Kansas. Just finalizing. The IRS takes forever to do things. It took so long to get IRS to recognize a name and address change for the same EIN. And it was a lot of fun. But yes, we are certified in Kansas. We are good standing, and with the IRS we are as well. And I gotta fix that link. But yeah, so this was fun to get the platinum transparency seal from there as well. Okay, that's a little bit updates about 2023. Let's jump into really what I've considered internet safety for my kids. Really the biggest thing I use actually is Common Sense Media. Oh my, look what's on here. The first, what is this show? Strong Horror. Megan. I've only seen this character on a killer robot movie. I've only seen this on TikTok. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, this is why it's here. I like Common Sense Media for the ability to tell me what I should know to help educate my kids and help give them the understanding of what things are safe, especially for their age. I will also throw out, especially for video games, we in our household use the ESRB ratings, and then of course the film ratings. We use the film ratings on films, but we also, I don't know if that's the right motion picture. I've never been to this site because we know the icons, right? Those icons that are probably going to pop up here in a second, maybe, who knows? We know those, but when it comes to ratings for video games, not everybody knows them, and I do like that the ESRB, Entertainment Software Rating Association, has created these. E for everyone. An example there would be something like Rocket League. 10 plus would actually be Minecraft. Minecraft is actually a 10 plus, but plenty of kids under 10 play it. And that's kind of what I like to get at here today, is that just because there's a rating, it is up to you as a parent. It is you as a parent to decide and not be told or manipulated by the way somebody on social media through online disinhibition tells you should act or question you. If you want people to question you, don't let people do it through the internet. Let your friends have conversation with you in person. Because asking about what they're learning in their home and how internet safety and surveillance and other things over the internet, it's not worth the conversation. It's not worth the conversation. But it's up to you as a parent. Your values. There are plenty of 3-year-olds playing Call of Duty. I have seen them play Call of Duty Mobile. It's there. It's fine. It's not my family. I don't have to question it. I don't have to go and tell them they're wrong. That's not my role in life. There are plenty of Karens out there who can do that. That's not me. I am here to give you information and hopefully show you what I have done with my family and what we're still trying to figure out and do as we limp along to try and understand how to be parents. As I have a 13, 11, and a 7-year-old boys, and we'll play video games tonight. We'll probably play some Rocket League and some Roblox. That's what they'll play. I'll be making dinner, and then yeah, they'll be outside before that. But we have our own things. This is what we do. I have a 13-year-old who just got a phone, and we searched and researched all the different options. I have old iPhones over here in my studio that I could have wiped and put on a bunch of parental controls, but we found other options. We actually found what's called Gab Wireless. Gab Wireless is a phone. there's a couple other ones, Gab Wireless and Pinwheel or something like that. Pretty good phones. I'm great. I'm happy with it. There's no internet, no social media, because he's 13. We personally don't think he's ready. And that's our opinion, and that's our family. Your family, please, if you feel like your 5-year-old, your 12-year-old, your 9-year-old can use a iPhone, that's great. That's you. My information that I'm going to give out is there are resources for you as parents and resources for you as adults, especially like Common Sense Media. And I absolutely love what they have when it comes to helping you understand how to work with kids and work with your teens. Like talking to preteens about pornography and devices and helping them learn and giving them guidance. All these different things on how to use phones in school and TikTok. Great advice. None of the excuse me, none of this says, pardon me. None of this says, hey, you're wrong. And why would you do that? And why would you let them not learn healthy relationships based on mutual trust? Nobody's saying that on here. Do what you need to do for your family. And when you get questioned by online disinhibition and Karens, you learn. You go learn on your own. Okay? There's a great bunch of tips here. Screen time, really, really helpful stuff for you as a parent. I really appreciate Common Sense Media. If you do what I do, hey, Mom, Dad, can I watch this movie? Oh, sure. And I type in the movie and Common Sense Media into Google, and it takes me to that movie. Okay, so what movie? Home Alone, right? Let's put in Home Alone. Okay, age 10 plus, family comedy, slapstick, violence, and language. Okay, so my 11 and 13-year-old, I'm cool with them watching it based off everything I see here and what others say. But then I go down, well, how much violence and scariness? Okay, there's things here. There's some cuss words in there. There's some bad words. Okay, so potentially this wasn't a movie for my 7-year-old, right? But do we watch it this Christmas and because it's a classic movie? Yeah. So that's our values. It doesn't mean I'm breaking some sort of social contract. It's just that I have the ability to make a choice and values as my family, with my wife together, and with our kids. We make these choices with our kids. And by the time they're 18, they leave the house, we're setting them up to be good stewards of values. And we're not going to do it right. We're not doing everything right, but that's okay. That's okay. Everyone, all of us, we want to try. We want to try and be good parents. So definitely check out Common Sense Media, ESRB ratings, internet safety. When I talk about kids for internet safety, these phones, it's been great. He's got, he can do music. He can do texting with it. Really, all he uses is to know if he's safe where he is, and if he wants to text his friends so they can get on Roblox or Fortnite. It's way easier for him to have this than that old Kindle that we have that doesn't work, that he's trying to Facebook message his friends, which Facebook Messenger is great too. We have been using Bark for a while, and Bark is really great because what I like about it is they don't have an iOS device, so our kids don't have that. But when it comes to Gmail and stuff, it helps me see if he's sent or gotten a nudie photo. Like if he's gotten some sort of nudie photo, I want to know, so we can have a conversation about it. Not shame him, right? Not shame him or shame my kids, because that's plenty of what we got as kids growing up. The conversation I had with Julie from Wall Street Journal the other day was about screen time and safety with your families and your kids and esports and gaming. And hopefully that conversation that story will be out here in a few weeks. But my biggest things were have conversations. Don't block your kids. What I've learned is from some research from Intenta is, and other places, if you cut off the ability for kids to play a game or use their phone or watch TV, and you say no, and we have plenty of those videos where people throw out the Xboxes out the door or into the grass and run over it with a lawnmower. It happens. And when you restrict kids, research shows that they are more than likely want to go and find that and hide that from you. So the more trust you build, and the more healthy relationship you build, and the more mutual respect you build, and the more you do to normalize childhood before they're 18, you're doing the right thing by having these conversations with your kids. I don't put on anything on them unwillingly without their conversation. Don't throw any surveillance on them to watch every keystroke. My concern is other people out there trying to send them stuff and groom them. And because I was in an article in the Wall Street Journal talking about grooming many moons ago, 2020, 2019, that it could be a problem. And it is a problem. And just because there's parental control advice, you got to practice it. So this is all we have to talk about internet safety today. I just wanted to jump into a little bit. I'd hoped if there was any conversation out there that they wanted to potentially ask questions, I'm happy to answer any questions. And it's funny to look out there and see people who question what's happening in the gaming space and the esports space and just think the worst because, hey, what is up? What is up, Cameron? Thanks for being here, man. I'm streaming on multiple platforms right now, and I'm happy to teach you. I'm on LinkedIn as well, and I've shown you that, but definitely want to have that conversation about how to work on that. I actually got to meet with Joni from Women in Games International. I could teach you guys both same time about how to stream a little bit differently on LinkedIn. But my last kind of thoughts here on online disinhibition. Online disinhibition basically is when you hide behind a keyboard and you just spout hatred, and because you can hide behind a keyboard. And there are folks out there, especially in the scholastic space, who, because maybe they aren't heard or they didn't get hired by somebody or their opinions weren't taken for credit, they like to go out and just bash people just because when they maybe a few months ago said a bunch of nice things about certain people and organizations. It's dumb. So internet safety is important, not because you as a parent probably need to do better. It's because society, we all got to do better. And there's a lot of stuff isn't going away. This stuff that's grooming, pornography, it's not going away. But we just got to teach our kids and teach ourselves how to do things a lot better and have conversations. Be open. Our parents, our generation before, didn't have conversations. I don't know about you, Cameron, but parents having conversations about internet safety and mental health and wellness. Yeah, it's hopefully by the time my kids have kids, they'll be able to have better conversations. And that's what we're trying to do. We're all just trying to build a better legacy for our kids. Yeah, little internet safety. That's right, man. Well, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. We're ending this show already. Sorry, Cameron. And I'm gonna jump into some video editing and a bunch of other stuff I have today. A couple different calls, and I'm excited to hang out with my kids and play some video games tonight. And then tomorrow, come back right here, same channel, same time, 11 a.m. Eastern. We're gonna have Danielle Johnson on the show from TechSef, Texas Esports Classic Federation, and play some Animal Crossing right here. Animal Crossing tomorrow. JD What's up on YouTube? Thanks, man. Thanks for coming here at the end. I appreciate it, brother. Cameron Blackline, appreciate you, man. Thanks so much. You guys are amazing. Thanks for stopping by. We talk about internet safety. If you want to check out the show tomorrow, check out any other old shows, any of my live videos, old archive videos on YouTube. Check them out. This has been fun. Stay amazing. I will see you next time. Bye.
Hello, my name is Christy Kester. As a public educator for the past 24 years, I have watched as interest in esports has exploded in schools across the world. Last fall, I joined the High School Esports League and helped to establish the education department. Since then, we have been working hard to integrate esports into education to create a scholastic gaming experience where students can learn, play, and compete. With our evidence-based, STEM.org-approved gaming concepts curriculum, schools can offer 4-credit classes during the school day that help improve chronic absenteeism, student engagement, and mental health.
As a senior health advisor for High School Esports League and a former ER physician, I see the incredible need for supporting mental health in students in today's schools. In fact, schools that are formidable crossroads where pervasive and persistent decline in youth mental health now intersects with staff burnout. This has not been a sudden problem, but rather one we've seen over decades. The American Academy of Pediatrics announced in 2019 that 1 out of 3 students meets the criteria for generalized anxiety disorder before graduation. And the CDC reaffirmed that between 2009 and 2019, depression increased in adolescents by roughly 40%. The most telltale sign that grabbed all of our hearts was when the Surgeon General announced in December of 2021 that female adolescents increased their visits to the emergency departments around the nation by 51% for suicidal ideations. In the face of this, schools are desperately seeking solutions and ways to support those that struggle with mental health challenges. Now, these statistics that I mentioned are averages. We know there are some cohorts that are at higher risk, particularly those students who do not feel they have a safe place or a legitimate connection to school. That's where esports represents a tremendous opportunity. Students who are not currently involved with sports, music, arts, and traditional extracurriculars are left with minimal opportunities to make a connection. Yet many of these students find connections to their friends and other social outlets through online activity, including gaming. So, Scholastic Gaming represents an opportunity to leverage an area of interest into a legitimate class that meets state standards and expectations, all through an evidence-based curriculum that can simultaneously support self-esteem, self-efficacy, and life skills in many kids who desperately need it.
Hi, my name is Michael Russell. During my career as a teacher, I was fortunate enough to have the support of my administrator as I began the journey to establish the first 4-credit Scholastic Gaming course in the nation. At HSEL, we have the resources and data to help you speak with your administrators about the impact that Scholastic Gaming and esports can have for your students. We have strategies that can help you with acquiring technology and curriculum, such as ESSER funds, grant applications, and partnerships. The High School Esports League has invested significant resources in helping our education partners, and we are excited about this opportunity to help you establish Scholastic Gaming in your school.
College esports and the CECC is back.
If they can chase sweet, sweet victory!
The CECC is back.
Will San Jose's winning streak come to an end?
College esports is back.
A ruling team story or an underdog story.
Let the series begin!
College esports is back. So we've got something going for both of these squads. As Choi Boy's not even looking at him.
CECC is back.
They have competed at an international stage. They have been in this position before.
College esports is back. It's a new year filled with new players, but the same collegiate esports action you know and love. Join me, your host, Paulie Hype, as we kick off the first stop for the CECC Roadmap September 17th and 18th with the South Region Online Qualifier. You can catch all the action starting at 10 a.m. EST on twitch.tv/esportsu. I can't wait to see you there. It's a brand new year, and I'm just getting started. Woo! It's a year of hype. Yeah! We'll see you this weekend. Woo!
Life is busy. Every day we ask questions like, what's happening today? What should I wear? How am I going to fit everything in? But then there are bigger questions like, why am I here? What's my purpose? Where am I heading? Is there more to life than this? These are some of life's big questions, but there's rarely enough time to think them through. That's why Alpha exists. Alpha is a place to explore life's big questions in a safe and open environment. It's a series of sessions where anyone can share their thoughts and opinions and ask questions without feeling judged. When you come to an Alpha, you'll notice that first, there's food. Whether it's a full meal or a light snack, this is the time to get to know each other in a casual setting. Next, you'll watch an Alpha talk. The talks are created to engage and spark conversation. They explore big issues around faith from a Christian perspective. After the talk is a time for discussion. This is the most essential part of any Alpha. It allows everyone to share their own opinions on the ideas presented in the talks. It's a time for people with different thoughts, beliefs, and experiences to ask honest questions and have open conversation. Every week, there are guests coming for the first time to an Alpha in their community. Alpha is for everyone, regardless of background or beliefs. There's no pressure, no follow-up, and it's completely free to attend. Come and explore life's big questions. Find an Alpha near you today.